Discipline is the ultimate unfair advantage. Not talent, not luck, not genetics, not connections. Discipline. Because discipline is the only advantage that compounds quietly while everyone else negotiates with their mood. Most people wait to feel motivated. Disciplined people move first and let action create the feeling. That's the difference. The average person wakes up and asks, "How do I feel today?" The disciplined person wakes up and asks, "What needs to be done?" And that single shift changes everything. Discipline removes emotion from execution. It turns decisions into systems. It turns goals into routines. It turns chaos into structure. And structure is power. Here's why it's unfair. Discipline works on days when motivation disappears. It works when you're tired. It works when nobody is watching. It works when progress feels invisible. While others hesitate, you accumulate. One workout. One saved dollar. One difficult conversation. One uncomfortable task. It doesn't look dramatic. It looks boring. But boring compounds. Think about it. If you train 5 times a week for 3 years, even when you don't feel like it, your body changes permanently. If you invest every month without skipping, your financial position changes permanently. If you read, learn, build skills daily, your mind changes permanently. Discipline is not loud. It's consistent. And consistency beats intensity every time. The reason most people avoid discipline is simple. It delays gratification. And we live in a world addicted to instant reward, fast dopamine, fast money, fast validation. Discipline rejects urgency. It prefers certainty. It understands that slow growth is stable growth. This is why disciplined people often look average in the beginning. There is no sudden explosion, no overnight success. No viral moment, just repetition. And repetition is invisible until it isn't. 3 years later, the disciplined person seems lucky. 10 years later, they seem gifted. 20 years later, they seem genetically superior. But it was never talent. It was the willingness to do what others postpone. Here's something deeper. Discipline builds identity. Every time you do what you said you would do, you build internal credibility. You start trusting yourself. And self-trust changes posture. It changes voice. It changes how you walk into rooms. It changes how you negotiate. It changes how you handle pressure. Because you know you execute. Most people lose in life, not because they lack ability, but because they lack reliability. They can perform once. They cannot perform repeatedly. Discipline makes you reliable, and reliability is rare. That's the real unfair advantage. It doesn't require perfect circumstances. It doesn't require high intelligence. It doesn't require rich parents. It requires control over impulses. And impulse control is a superpower in a distracted world. The disciplined person doesn't need constant stimulation. They can sit with boredom. They can repeat fundamentals. They can stay focused when others need novelty. And in the long term, fundamentals always win. Discipline in health beats shortcuts. Discipline in money beats speculation. Discipline in relationships beats intensity. Discipline in work beats bursts of talent. It's not glamorous, but it's unstoppable. If you want to build quiet wealth, if you want strength that lasts, if you want confidence that doesn't depend on praise, then stop chasing advantages. Build discipline, because once you master yourself, the world becomes easier to manage, And that is the ultimate unfair advantage.